Halo Infinite is actually good now, but it's just too late. So obviously everyone knows how Halo Infinite was at launch. The gameplay has always been solid, to be honest. The campaign was quite decent as well, but it was the multiplayer part that was a letdown, to be honest. But in this video I'm going to show you how Halo is right now at the moment and how different it is from when it was at launch. So as most of us know, a lot of the management have gone now from 343 Studios, so now to be honest, the management team for Halo Infinite are all new, and to be honest, so far they're doing a good job. The updates are quite consistent. I mean, they're not going to do it like a live service game where it will be over like 10 years now, but I think they're just keeping the game alive and basically keeping the fan base now that are playing it entertained until basically the next Halo. But I played Halo the other day and honestly it is good now. I mean, it's not perfect, there is still a lot of problems which I will go through, but it is a very decent game now. Firstly, let's talk about the Halo store, because that's probably the most boring part, so we'll go through that very quickly. The store is pretty much the same. A lot of the customization, like the armor and everything, is still expensive, so this part hasn't changed much, but I guess they're just trying to make as much money as they can now. But yeah, the customization part isn't the best still, but one good thing is you can mostly put things on all armor cores now, which you couldn't before. But as I said, everything's still quite expensive, but you do have something called Spartan points now, which you gain in the updates by completing challenges and all that, which allows you to buy some previous skins and all that stuff. So you can't really buy anything really good with the Spartan points, but you can buy a few things. But the actual normal cool stuff, like the cool armor and everything, you still have to pay real money. You can't unlock it anyway through the game, unfortunately. So now we'll go through the multiplayer game modes and also the maps. So as I said, there is a lot more game modes now which you can choose from, which is really good. I mean, you can choose a different variety now. The only problem I do have, because there's not a lot of people playing now, sometimes it does take you a while to actually get into a game. So obviously it depends what time and where you are as well, and that does help. But whatever game mode you choose now, you've got such a variety of maps, because I think they've introduced a lot of Forge maps also into multiplayer, which is a really great idea, because Forge, you can pretty much create anything you want now. And yeah, so some of the maps are really cool and you don't get bored very easy like before, because the same map kept coming up, but now there's such a variety, and the game modes are really fun and there's a more variety. I would like there to be even more variety, but I guess just the player base ain't there to add too much game modes now. But I do like now there is, you know, fun game modes, because, you know, as before it was literally just ranked, unranked, like normal Slayer or whatever, or big team battle was the most fun. But now there's a lot of other things like shotty snipers and a few other game modes which they also add with updates and take some away and add some new ones. But honestly, the best bit about Halo now is the Forge and the custom games. Because honestly, as I said, Forge, you can pretty much create anything you want now, any game mode, any map. It's so creative. Forge in Halo Infinite is absolutely amazing. And some of the games I've played in custom games are absolutely crazy. I mean, there was a lot of arguments if basically if Battle Royale should be in Halo or not, but it doesn't really matter because people have already created it in Forge, so you can just play it through custom games. I've played some of the old custom games like in Halo 3, but in Halo Infinite, and to be honest, they're probably better in Halo Infinite because you can just create the game modes even better than you could in Halo 3. I've played custom games like Juggernaut, and you know, some of the crazy races you could do in like Halo 3 or Halo Reach. You know, it's the same again in Halo Infinite, but the maps are even crazier. People have like even just created Slayer, but in like really cool maps like Bikini Bottom or just some locations like really popular that just look really cool. So honestly, if you had like a group of mates like, you know, everyone did in Halo Reach and Halo 3, and you played custom games in Halo Infinite, you'd have a ton of fun. So to be honest, Halo Infinite is really solid now. It's a solid game, and they've really fixed the multiplayer problem and the Forge and the custom games problem which everyone wanted. So it's a really fun game now, and to be honest, it's like, it's where it is, where it should have released. It should have released like this, to be honest. And you know, every update from now would be a good update. So it's quite unfortunate. It's took like, how long is it now? Like 2-3 years. The only thing that I'm quite disappointed with Halo Infinite now is the campaign will probably never get an update. It will probably never have DLC for it because most of the cut staff were on the campaign side as well. It's a shame because I actually really enjoyed the campaign. I thought it was a solid campaign, and there's a lot of room for DLC with the open world it had. So I do recommend that you just go back to Halo Infinite, check it out, check the updates, and just basically see if you have fun, because as I said, it's a lot better how it is now than it was at launch. And if you haven't played it in like a year or two, you're gonna definitely notice a difference. We just need the next Halo game to launch how Halo Infinite is now, then I don't think Halo would have much complaints. But that's pretty much the end of the video. I just wanted to give my thoughts on how Halo Infinite is now, as I've only just played it a few days ago, and it was quite a while before that when I played Halo Infinite. So I just want to give you my thoughts and basically just to tell you how Halo Infinite is now, and I do recommend that you go and give it a try now. Thank you for watching.